I remember when I was a kid, I used to tell, this guy asked me, "Hey, Lupe, where do you live?" And I said, "I live down Del Mar," but I didn't tell him I lived in the barrio. Not that I was ashamed of it. I just, he just asked me, "Where did you live?" I live down Del Mar, way down there. It's just amazing how our city has just grown, and we have so many people here living in Laredo. It's not the little Laredo I grew up in anymore. I'm very familiar with all these streets, Boston, Santa Maria, San Bernardo on the other side. And I just grown here, and I love the city. I love the people. I love that we have the American culture and the Mexican culture. And we just have seen our city just boom into a bigger city than what it was back when I grew in. I remember back in the 60s where there was a Hurricane Beulah. And I remember being in school and just driving home and thinking, oh, I hope my house is still there, because that hurricane really brought a lot of devastation to our area. I remember when the mall was going to get built back in the late 70s, and we were all excited. And my brother and I guess we were some of the first mall rats. We used to hang out there, and hardly anybody was there at the time. It wasn't really a booming place yet, but we'd love to go there in the summer because it was cool to sit there in the air condition. And that was basically my brother and I's stomping place. And we really wanted to start working maybe at Sears because that was the first store that opened. Being involved in social services, I've been just about everywhere in the city. I worked as a teacher, as a social worker. I worked as a case manager. I worked as a counselor. I've had so many jobs. I worked in the banking. I worked at Laredo National Bank. I worked as a foster and adoptions. I worked in intervention and prevention, special education teacher, and just had a lot of experience here in our city. A lot of people say they want, and need, but what about you giving back? And it's about giving back. I think that the more you give, the more you receive, and I believe that truly. And I know that as a candidate for mayor of our great city of Laredo, I know that I can and will give back.